I really don't like the College of Education. Let me just say that. I'm pretty sure most of y'all know, but if you didn't, I really don't like the College of Education. I think that they expect way too much of their students for how disorganized they are. I think that they could do a way better job at handling a lot of these situations. They put their own students in, and they don't seem to be able to do anything right for us. The people giving them money and the people who have a passion for teaching and who actually need this kind of training to get a job. I ran into an old professor today, and it was honestly really great seeing her. It's good to see that she's still around. Apparently, she wasn't here last semester, which explains why I didn't see her around. And it's good to know that she's still around, that she's still in my life. When I ran into her today, she seemed very stressed. She seemed very, jittery, and honestly quite upset. So I decided, I was like, you know what, I have some time, I'll talk to her. So we caught up a little bit. She thought that I was done with the College of Education. She thought I were to graduate already. I told her that wasn't the case. It's my last semester, blah blah blah, this and that. Jumping through hoops, you all probably saw the last video, but yeah. So we caught up a little bit, and then she let me know that she was feeling quite upset, and that she was feeling quite frustrated. And I know her. We have a good relationship going on. So I was like, oh, like, what seems to be bothering you? What seems to be this? She let me know that the college wasn't really listening to her grievances. And I found that very interesting. Obviously a lot of us have a pretty good relationship with at least one professor, like part of faculty, even like outside the college of it. I'm pretty sure y'all have a relationship with like a professor. You're like, damn, you're cool, let's keep on talking, So I'm pretty sure that her and other professors have heard about the grievances that the College of Ed's students have against it. And she let me know that, yeah, of course she's heard, and that honestly a lot of the faculty share the same grievances as she does. I happened to overlook that the last time I talked about how poorly the college treats us. I kind of just figured that the professors knew, but it's more like the professors know and they're not able to do anything about it. In retrospect, it does sound very naive for me to think that professors would intentionally put us through this hell. It turns out that they're going through their own hell. Hello, of course they are. They have to deal with the same shit that we have to deal with, and they're not allowed to say anything. So board members of the College of Education are not listening to my professor's grievances and recommendations and all this like neat stuff to help better it, even though she's been working at the College of Education for I think like 18 years now. It's a miracle that she has stayed this long. Honestly, like, working for that college must be fucking horrible. Think about it. Like, you're not allowed to say shit. You have to put up with their stupid policies that honestly are outdated and very damaging, I guess. You have to hear about your students having to suffer and not be able to do anything about it. People won't listen to you. This whole thing that it just doesn't seem worth it. She did admit to staying in the College of Education purely to help her students out, which is really good to hear. The students are obviously the littlest guy at any college, so it's good to know that someone is, looking out for us, looking out for them. Um, Talking to my professor, I found out a couple of things that are honestly really troubling, at least to me. Not just from a student perspective, but as someone who would honestly like to work in a university one day. I was told that at least at TAMU and for the College of Education, there's no committee to look into the new hires that the college decides to take in, which is honestly really concerning. I've heard of a couple people that have been hired that are unfit for our college, that are just not the right fit for us, but they've been hired nonetheless. Because again, I'm not sure if I mentioned this in the last video, the college is understaffed. Simply put, the college is understaffed. Professors have taken the roles of advisors, even though they're not very sure themselves. People have been moved around left and right to different programs, to different concentrations, to different offices. And sure, within the College of Education, but everyone has a specialty, and sometimes they're just not placed in that specialty. And even if they are placed in that specialty, they will get undermined, they will get overlooked, they will just not pay attention to them, they are not listened to, which is really bad, obviously. Because you think that the people of the board would listen to someone who has a fucking degree in their field, to someone who has a doctorate in their field, you know, to someone who has a PhD in their field, you know. Like, I would listen to them if I know damn well that I don't know as much as they do. They studied like fucking forever for that shit. I would listen to them, yet apparently, like, I don't know who's making the decisions around here. I don't want to say the dean, but I kind of do want to say the dean. Like, whoever's making the decisions is not listening to the people they need to listen to, and just making horrible decisions that put the College of Education, its faculty, and its students at a disadvantage, and it puts us at a detriment, because we're there jumping through hoops left and right, trying to accommodate for everything that they just decide to mess up, honestly, decide to mess up. I also heard that the dean, Dr. O'Mara, is going to be teaching introduction to the teaching profession this semester, and I'm like, excuse me, what? A dean is teaching a course? Why don't you just get someone to teach intro to teaching profession? Exactly. Like, why does he have? Why? I don't want to believe that the college is that understaffed, but you know what? I'm inclined to believe it. Honestly, like, yeah, that makes sense. Like, of course, the dean has to go in and like teach on top of all the responsibilities that come with being a fucking dean. And you know, I saw a post, I'm not sure if y'all saw, but I saw a post that says that the college wants to hear from us, the students. Any comments, concerns? I said that they weren't ready for what I had to say, and I'm probably gonna get kicked out from the College of Education for saying all this, like, you know, tough guy shit. Like, who am I to say all this when I don't know the inner workings of the College of Education? I am someone who's feeling the ramifications of all those stupid decisions made in the College of Education. I have a lot of grievances. I have a lot of comments, and I have a lot of concerns. I just have a lot to say to Dr. O'Mara, and I hope that I'm able to speak my mind, because I don't want anyone else to go through the shit that I'm going through the shit that other people have been going through, like transitional group. we've been through it. I don't want like that. A college that teaches such a finicky and such a like detail oriented profession should not be in shambles half of the time. Should not be misadvising its students. Should not be having the dean teaching freshman level course. Should not be having its faculty and professors ignored. I just want to know when I'm able to speak to Dr. O'Mara, because I think that this has gone long enough. I know that, I'm not exactly the most eloquent, I'm not the smartest, I'm not the toughest, but I want to be heard, and I have so many opinions, and I want answers. I want answers to see, like, what exactly is going on, because to me this is absurd. I don't know how it is in other colleges, but I certainly know for sure that it shouldn't be this way. Like, why should its students be jumping through so many hoops to get around a whole lot of mistakes on the administration's part, on the faculty's part? It just shouldn't be that way. It should be clear cut, it should be organized, it should be streamlined, it should be, dare I say, easy. All we should have to worry about is our classes. Yet we have to worry about being misadvised. We have to worry about anything that the college decides to throw at us. We have to be aware of like what information we need to juggle. Should there be a mistake? Should there be new information? Like, there's no easy way to get it, honestly. Like, I don't know why it's so hard to get these systems in place and make the student, not only the students, but even their own goddamn faculty suffer. I find myself asking again, why should I stay in a college, in a program that seemingly doesn't care about its students and its faculty? Like, can you imagine? The College of Ed doesn't care about its faculty. Do you think they care about its students? Hell no. So why should I stay in a college where it seems like it's trying to sabotage me? I'm just trying to graduate. But even that, like, there's like so many hurdles to jump through that are in the fog almost. I feel like I'm in the fog, and it shouldn't feel that way. And like, if we are going through this like literal hell, then why isn't the board, why isn't the dean listening to what we have to say, our grievances, our recommendations, our comments? Why are they ignoring the faculty that has been through thick and thin and knows damn well what they're talking about? Why are they ignoring the recommendations? Why are they ignoring our grievances? Like, who is making these decisions for us, and why should we have to feel the ramifications of that? I'm so glad that I only have 2 more semesters in the College of Education. I do, however, want to go for a master's, and while I'm very comfortable at TAMU through all of this, I am going to see if I can get the fuck out of there, because if it's like this in undergrad, can you imagine graduate school? I don't even want to imagine that. Maybe I'll stay just like keep my professor company, because we share the same like ideas, we share the same concerns, and we both feel unheard, which is a bad thing, obviously. Again, I don't want to keep going through their indecisive hell, and I'm glad that I don't have to for much longer. But I just wish there was something I could do about it, you know, something to help other people besides, you know, just me helping a handful from, you know, left and right, being like, oh, you should actually do this instead of that, you know. One more thing. People keep switching their degrees to something that's honestly not going to help them. And the College of Education is seemingly doing nothing to stop them. Like, they're missing out on field experience, they're missing out on, you know, these certification exams, help for these they're missing out on help for these certification exams that honestly dictate our entire career, and that's horrible. Like, why should it be easier to have to do that yourself when you're going through a program that is designed to help you pass through these tests and get the field experience you need to start off on the right foot? I don't know, like, I guess I just have to live with it, huh? 2 more semesters, May 2020,